Howdy y'all, Don Wayne here, Southeast Chapter's Armed Forces Initiative Liaison. Got another book review for you guys. This time I'm looking at a book called Noodling for Flatheads by Burkhard Bilger. It's called Noodling for Flatheads, Moonshine, Monster Catfish, and Other Southern Comforts. This is about just that, Southern culture, which basically translates into hunting, fishing, dogs, drinking, fighting, things of this nature. It's a collection of essays written in the late 90s. Of course, there's one where he goes to the Red River and Oklahoma-Texas border and noodles for catfish. There's one, of course, about running moonshine in, I guess, western North Carolina, southwestern Virginia area. There's one where a guy tries to basically domesticate frogs, for lack of a better term, to raise frogs for meat. It fails miserably every time. One about coon hunting, about a a very eccentric lady that coon hunts like 340 nights a year, I think is basically what he said. Yeah, it's about all kinds of cool stuff. My personal favorite is an essay about squirrel hunters in Kentucky, and being written in the late 90s. Mad cow disease was kind of at the forefront of a lot of things. It hadn't quite gotten to America, as he explains in the book, but people are thinking about it. People are being cognizant of things of that nature, and somebody in Kentucky contracts mad cow disease eating squirrel brains. Squirrel brains is a practice that's still, it's still practiced on occasion. I've eaten squirrel brains as a child before, probably around the time that this book was written. But I lived, I didn't get mad cow disease, at least I haven't found it yet. But yeah, it examines that ever so southern thing that people like to do when the government says, hey, don't eat squirrel brains because, you might get mad cow disease and die, Well, I'm not letting the government tell me what to do, and a couple of people eat some squirrel brains and they get mad cow disease, or mad squirrel disease, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, this is just a very well-written book. It's got a lot of stuff for hunters and anglers, especially people from the South, of course. And there's a lot of veterans in here particularly. Of course, the closest chapter to where I'm from is a chapter about cockfighting, and it's rife with Vietnam veterans that came back from Southeast Asia with fighting chickens. And it's a very interesting read, especially when it's nestled in between two dog hunting essays, basically. So it's a very interesting read. I think it's got something for everybody. The guy grew up in Oklahoma, but he has lived, almost all of his adult life in Massachusetts. He's a staff writer for the New Yorker, so he has this air about him that's not inherently Southern, and I think that he does a great job of painting a picture of who we are as Southerners. And it might not be super military focused, but I think just about anybody could pick something up from this. So you guys get to reading, man. See y'all soon.